run it out of the gun with Brown. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking for space. It's Smothers. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable.
Looking deep. Upstairs to make the catch. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Let's it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running inside, it's Henderson. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Off to the races to the right. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Roadrunners!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. Gets a hand in there.
I think the quarterback could have found somewhere else to go with the football on that one. His intended target was not open. As a result, easy incompletion.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Hardy. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. They know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield, so a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And simple play, simple game, get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
A give to Brown. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Arch to throw. Still looking to his right. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet.
Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. quick give. It's Henderson. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Might as well run him again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. To the air, it's McCown. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And it's the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's Brown. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Rolls right. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just ran over it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Selling the fake. Rush is on. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He's changing the play. On the move, it's Smothers. Breaks into the open. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To throw, Manning. Fighting for it, it's Coleman. Got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorns! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's McCown. Catch in the middle, it's Amador. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Quickly out to the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Right side, it's Wilson. Open spaces. The 20, 10, to the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can...
Makes the grab in their space.
We've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football, and they've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen. And I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon, and they do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Manning moves to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Left side, it's Wingo. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Arch Madness. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Roadrunners sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys?
Okay, Holly.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That one just came off his hand badly.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Gonna run it. It's Henderson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. Searching for space. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Throwing Manning. On the move. He's going to run it. Past the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To throw, it's Manning. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. Makes the grab and room to run. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Driven back.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And it's the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to get started. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Great place to start for this offense. The give, running right, Brown. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Follows his blocks. It smothers. He's got the first down. There's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. Manning on play action. Buying time to his right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texans! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Moving the pocket, it's McCown. Rush right in his face. They got it. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force second and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, 3rd and forever. Great job by this defense.
The Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Hand off for Brown. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Manning to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Manning. Buys time to his left. He'll pull it down and run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in, and the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Wingo. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Here's Arch to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Touchdown Longhorns! Makes the grab inbounds. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Looking downfield, it's McCown. Gonna take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Henderson. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. And it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this. Snags it, and there's running room. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Sets his feet. It's McCown. He hurls one deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find...
He's taking the shot. Upstairs, he's got it. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to keep it in the air. Under pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, UTSA! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Brown running left. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Manning with a play fake. Right side, it's Winston. Caught, and he's got room. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Going to the run, it's Smothers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And it's the Roadrunners, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, going to throw it. timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
The throw. Another incompletion on third down. The Roadrunners line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Doesn't get it there. Third and long right here. Manning from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Amador. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Breaks through. It's Henderson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Line getting set on second down. Drops back. It's McCown. Oh, pressure's coming. Left side is Amador. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And it's the Roadrunners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.